Welcome back to the Corner Perspective. Hi, I'm Bruce Spangler, CEO of the Volunteer Ministry Center. Located on the corner of 5th Avenue and Broadway, the Volunteer Ministry Center is dedicated to ending and preventing homelessness. Today, it is my pleasure to have Dr. Sandy Mixer with the Associate Professor at the College of Nursing here at UT, right?
Yes.
Glad that you could join us.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. Well, one of the reasons that I wanted to have a conversation with you is that your students are doing an Advanced Directive with our neighbors. Can you tell me a little more about an Advanced Directive?
Sure. Well, an Advanced Directive is really just providing people an opportunity to put in writing on a piece of paper what they would want for health care if they ever were at a point where they couldn't make decisions for themselves. You know, it could be an accident, could be a cancer diagnosis, could be a stroke. Lots of reasons why it would be important to share with your loved ones what you might want if you couldn't speak for yourself.
Sure. And in some ways, our neighbors, especially those who are experiencing homelessness, oftentimes feel like they don't have a voice, they don't have a presence. And so I imagine this is a good tool to have voice.
Yes, it really is. And the tool that we use is much more about just saying what you would want if you couldn't speak for yourself for healthcare decisions. It also talks with the neighbors where they have a chance to write down who would make those decisions for them, perhaps things in their life that they're proud of. What would be a type of quality of life that would be important to them? So it's a little bit broader than that when you think about how important it is for a neighbor to really have a chance to speak about what they would want.
Sure,
yes.
Sure. Well, we're doing this as a collaborative effort
yes.
with the school and is with the medical center?
Correct, yeah. So with the UT Medical Center, what happened at the beginning of this is several years back, several neighbors were admitted to the UT Medical Center, and they were unfortunately in a healthcare state where they were not able to say what they wanted. And my colleague, Dr. Annette Mendela, who is responsible for ethics there, really began a partnership then with you and with the College of Nursing in terms of having students come and meet with neighbors to give them this opportunity so that if something were to happen, we would have something on file. They have a choice. They can carry the Advanced Directive themselves. They can give it to the person that they want to make decisions. They can have it loaded up on their HMIS card. They can have a copy with their case manager.
Wow.
And a copy at the hospital. So they're empowered to decide, you know, how they would want it distributed.
Right. There's multiple platforms of which that message can be shared.
Correct.
Well, students do that, right?
They do. They do.
Tell me about the experience of the students.
Sure. Well, I think one of the most exciting pieces is that it's so wonderful for students to have an opportunity to sit down one-on-one with a neighbor. And what they usually say is, this person's just like me. And I think it just really helps when you think about nurses going to take care of people from all walks of life. It's important to understand that human worth and dignity of all people. And it's exciting too because the neighbor always invests in the student as well in terms of they're interested in what's happening. So a nice little relationship can develop in that short period of time. It's also really important for students to have the chance to understand how to explain what it means to complete an Advanced Directive. It's important to think about that as you become a nurse, that this is something you'll do with people throughout your entire career. And the neighbors are so gracious to provide that opportunity really for the students so that they can learn through that process. And of course, we're here, your staff is here, so it's a very comfortable environment for everybody that's involved.
Well, we are delighted. And how many years have we been doing this?
We've been doing it 6 years, and we've served over 100 neighbors.
Wow, that is fantastic.
Yes.
Sandy, thank you for joining me today.
Sure.
But most importantly, thank you for the work that you're doing with your students at the college, but also with our neighbors. Thank you,
Bruce.
so much.
Our honor to be here.
Sure. Thank you for joining with me in this episode of The Corner Perspective.